Yo guys, we are looking at Phantasm, the rank 1 action player facing Pango 4, which is actually the best Ari player in EU West, so this is quite the matchup. Ari already got chunked out pretty hard and he's fishing to cancel a recall, but he's only bluffing because he can't really reach that deep. For now he just wants to check if she for real did recall. She will very likely TP back. Now, what's interesting is that, okay, she TPs back. Now, what you get to do with your advantage is that you slowly start pushing, and basically, as much as possible, you just want to take control of the lane by getting those level advantages faster than Ari does, which, if you guys notice, oh my god, he respected the tower shot so well. I would get literally shot by the tower there. The minions weren't on their tower yet. And for now, if you guys notice, he's looking for that cheesy level 2. Cheesy level 2. He hits it. He's trading. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get the PTA off, but that's totally fine. He's still able to shove this in and then look for opportunities. The reason why he perma shoves is because both top lane and bot lane is really volatile, which means that they can heavily trade, and because if the enemy champions are lower on HP, he's way more likely to actually get successful roams off compared if it would be more of a stalemate. So again, he just keeps pushing and getting those level advantages. Plays 2 points in queue just for better trades and of course better wave clear mainly. That's what he wants to emphasize. Look at this. Clean, clean, clean. Now he is away, bluffing a bot lane roam, and the enemy bot laners will eventually have to like listen to that and walk away because they think that Akshan is roaming, and by doing that, what he actually achieved, that Sin and Bard can actually CS more efficiently, just because they're not under the poke of a Yumi and Zeri under tower, so that's what they're actually kind of like aiming to do. And for now, guess what does he do? So Ari backed off, and she's looking to recall. But what happens here is really interesting, is that yes, she's looking to recall, but because he's holding the 3-3 minions on his side, he's pulling the minions downwards, taking as less minion hits as possible. He's able to actually get a really nice hold and cancel Ari's recall. Unfortunately, PTA wasn't quite proc there and he couldn't look for a heavier trade, but that's totally fine. So I assume 2 points in E, yes, 2 points in E. And this is really interesting because he almost caught the Q on the Ari. Ari misses her charm and now he could look for an aggressive move, but you know why Phantasm doesn't go Sin? Unfortunately, Lee Sin wasn't revealed on both sides cut off, so it most likely means he's on the top side one. That's how it usually goes, guys. If anyone else says something else, just accuse him of some type of Bigfoot-like conspiracy. Swarding Raptors, they're not quite up yet, but it's nice to see this in the next time he will arrive, because these camps are coming back soon, so just having that info is really valuable. Or, B scenario, he could gank actually. Like genuinely he could gank. He's looking to use his invisibility aggressively here, just bluffing a roam and just looking to turn towards Ari if she's giving up her abilities to wave clear. So that's what you can kind of like do with your W. You can press that button, pretend you go bot top, and they will just overshove the wave to get the plates, and then once they have no abilities to defend themselves, you can actually all in them. So bluffing roams is a really important part of playing Akshan. This is not even the first time he did this, by the way. This is actually the second time. Any opportunities? Not really, but he can actually chunk this Ari. Oh, interesting move actually. He just takes it. Oh, that looks ugly. Yumi arrived, but he does that. He just stands his ground. Proxy's PTA stands his ground, definitely. Interesting. But Ari is hitting 6 soon and he really doesn't want to disrespect that, so for now he would most likely just take a B. Yes, it happened that didn't get any value out of this situation, but he has to take the L. Ari has some degree of mana, she's hitting 6 soon and it could be really scary. Like actually. So he prefers to get a nice B, get the pickaxe going and just get his 6 and look for better, more consistent opportunities. So even though he plays Akshan, he's never really flipping too much. Sometimes he does, we can't say never, never say never, but It's very little the amount of times he's actually like flipping anything. So far so good. For now he's also thinking about opportunities top bot side. And it comes down to like how well can he shove in this wave and look for more. While he's absolutely feasting the side steps are insane. And even the best Ari can can deal with this guy. So you can say like there's the best Ari, and even the best Ari cannot deal with this action. So far he's looking to organize sort of a invade, I would say, or a gang bot side most likely. No, I think he's just warding most likely. I assume no way solo invades the lead, right? Nope. But no particular wards up either. He was just scouting if anyone is roaming on him. He didn't lose any CS if you guys noticed, so even last hit that minion that was low. I just wanted to show up for the Drake just in case they're trying to contest. So many things that he does. It looks like he's literally doing nothing. He's actually just covering his teammate there in case something happens. So don't think that he's walking downwards for no reason, then walks back, or don't think that he eat, the wall for no reason just to recall, So it's also like bluffing a roam. So beside like, if you think outside of the box, you can notice that so many of his macro moves are not done for no reason. Ooh, the anticipation is crazy. Wow, that's crazy. So that was the interesting part. He still had flash, he still had his E, right? And so what's really interesting is that Ari, after getting look how badly she gets chunked. Both parts of actions Q hits, and he just gets this all in. Ari even misses her charm, so he doesn't have to overcommit, and it just kills. Like, just knowing these kill windows is really important, because you know why Ari died? He popped his Elixir of Force potion, and he also procced PTA. So you gotta remember, before you commit there, you gotta do this. You gotta procure PTA, you gotta procure potion, and once she's low enough, you'll find easily lethal damage into her. So don't forget your potion proc, really important. It's something you most likely anyways gonna use for one singular kill, so you might just do it now. And sometimes you can get a little extra value out of it. Like, look, even now it lasts for, well, actually it will expire by the time you go back to lane, so don't try to get way too much value out of this potion. It's like mostly a kill that you can get out of it, actually, mostly a kill, guys. So don't try to, this is something you really don't want to overthink. Just toss it in. You all in them, just toss it in. Unless you exactly know that you don't need the potion, because she's way too low. But otherwise, you gotta toss it in. Dude, he's really like wiping this wave in no time. I mean, the action Q buffs are just like pretty huge, actually. Interesting thing is he goes invisible, and look what he doesn't completely roams. He bluffs a roam. He does bluff a roam, so he doesn't completely commits, he fake commits. And quite often he fakes his roams and he's fishing for Ari to follow him up. So what Ari could do, she could go for the next wave, but that's quite far, as we can see. So this scenario, he could actually try to help this Zeri and Yumi, because, of course, like, he knows that action could be there. And what he does is that he's fishing for Ari to misplay. So for now, he's fishing for opportunities to collapse on Ari if she's looking to roam bot lane, because she has her own reason as well to kill this Sin possibly, right? But he didn't really find any opportunities here. That's totally fine. He's even warding just in case Ari is walking downwards, or he's getting ganked, either or. And now he actually managed to catch the Ari off guard. So it's quite the mind game he's playing with his invisibility, because he could do anything with it. Oh, interesting, 4-star Resort at least. And now she's an easier prey without her or. He's threatening quite a lot, he's stepping up, and now he's at least getting plates, guys. So he's getting some degree of CS value, CS advantage, and he's also getting plates. Sadly, this bar did leech it, which is not really that good unless he needs a really important item, but it's not really good if you leech it as a support. Still, he gets a nice shove in Ari's TP, and now we have a set advantage on action, right? A kill, some plates, we got our nice collector, and now we are snowball ready. As much as you guys noticed, he does actually like to go Omnivamp healing boots actually quite often. The healing just feels super good on action, and that's his favorite new boots. So no Swifties, no nothing else. He just loves it. He just loves it actually. Glutinous Griefs, that's how it's called actually. Really interesting name they gave it. Now what do we do now? Oh, this virus is really tough with his item and all that. Sadly, this so I can't even play the game. He still realizes his W, and what do we look for? He got revealed. He takes the control ward out. Then what's our next step, Chief? What's our next step? That's in tower range. Oh no, it isn't. It just kept swinging it. Interesting to see, because even Ari is like really scared to play into him. Seems like Lee is covering the top side part of the map just based on Ari's body language. He is, okay. He's actually anticipating these things, because you know what we noticed? Suddenly her body language is a bit more aggressive and a bit more baity towards the top side of mid lane, right? So basically he just notices. It's a gank angle, Lee could be very likely there. He doesn't full sense it, that's totally fine. And he only looks for consistent opportunities, so it seems like he shoved, Ari will be stuck on the wave a little bit, and he just has the opportunity to go top lane now. Because both of them are really low, and the guy is marked by actions W, he will get some speed towards him, he's a scoundrel. Seemingly doesn't really like W's, he just sends it with ER. One reset, no, that's fine. You're gonna get more value, but that's also totally fine. Goes invis, Bard goes in, he gets his mobility and his mana regen. His mana regen is really good by the way from your W, so you regenerate 12% each of your mana, missing mana. So the lower your mana, the more you get back. So it's really interesting because not many people know that actions W has like this additional functionality beside going invisible. In fact, this also gives kills on kill, right? The passive itself, and you kill a scoundrel. So really interesting, right? Because many invisibilities in the game have additional functions as well, such as speed, which is generic, or for example, Evelyn's like invisibility also gives her actually like a lot of like regeneration in her health, so it heals her super well. He's going for his nice beefy chunky component, and he also got his magical footwear for mobility. That's what he likes to go for, triple tonic magical footwear. It's not even bad, dude. It's not even bad. Control bar spots the eye. What happened to the replay? Oh no, he just stopped. I thought the replay froze. The way he just like stopped his character, I thought my whole screen just froze. And I think there are some opportunities he's like fishing for, right? He's fishing for some opportunities. But oh my god, how much gold does he get, bro? It's insane. It's insane how much gold he gets, bro. Scoundrels are getting killed, extra gold, collector kills, boom, extra gold. He gets the whole tower, like, this champion is just injected with so much gold now, it's unreal. So that's a good thing about Akshan, like, once he roams, he just gets so much gold actually. You will not be able to deal with him. Even if he has a CS deficit, he can recover actually. He can recover by getting those scoundrel kills. Collector gives a bit of gold. So everything just slowly adds up. And yeah, like let's see, he has like quite a lot, 1,800 gold already. At this point he could even buy Infinity's Edge. Now he goes actually boots. He actually goes Glutinous Greaves. It's really good actually apparently. On action, it does 5% extra damage over 50% HP, and under 50% it's 15% increased healing and shielding and regeneration. So it's kind of like a drain tank item, that's how it's called, although quite often I think the 5% damage can be sweet, you know, when you are more healthy. And as far as I know, Swift is... Oh, so he can walk in and out. Okay, interesting. So he can position. But mainly he's looking for a nice Q into an E all in here, right? The wall angles are very important to learn on action. The wall angles where you go in and you just absolutely obliterate this area. He's fishing for it, so he's hunting, he's looking for opportunities, right? So he's not doing nothing. That's the problem. Many people would already shove in the wave, many people would already commit. But when he goes invisible, his patient is unmatchable, and this is a really good synergy, right? So Bart can turn off the tower, and there is nothing else to tank the action bullets. That's a very interesting, very unexpected synergy, actually. And it's really difficult. Like right now, it's really difficult to side lane into action, just because this champion could really be anywhere, right? But he often also like prefers to just go to the side lane, and if you're not upfront pushing the wave, as you guys seen recently, he just prowls. He just looks for opportunities out of his invis actually. So exercise your patience. If you play action or any invisibility champions, don't take the opportunity. Wait for the best opportunity, if it makes sense. And so far, so I think he does get his Infinity's Edge. Infinity's Edge, insane item on action, makes you even more bursting. And fun fact for people that didn't know, bullets actually scale with critical strike, crit chance, and crit damage, right? So this is really, really good on action, because not only it provides a fat amount of 75 80, the rest of the stats that IE provides are also increasing the damage actually, which is really, really good for your ultimate. Of course, it increases your, you know, basically like basic attack and E damage as well, because you have double basic attacks and your E also does, you know, benefit from crit. It's basically like a basic attack, you know. Just on hits are a bit reduced. Scoundrel by association, huh? Okay, full sending. Oh my god, the one shot was insane. Does he win this question mark? Does he? No. Oh, but it was still a 1-for-1. Respect. I don't know how do you get a 1-for-1 at least there, but you gotta be at least Phantasm to do that. Ooh, that's insanely well played from his part. Let's skip a little bit forward until he revives. Nice. And so what's our next step? So let's check out what does he do. For now, I think he's just aiming to group with his team. He does notice that the Bard could give a nice collapse here. I think they're just like Clown Fiestaing mid lane, and it just takes this ARAM. He wants to ARAM here. They actually buff Lee Sin's kick, now it will regardless kick the guy towards you. Crazy work indeed. He misses you though. He just sits in his invis, bro. Really interesting. He just sits in his invis and then he starts asking questions, right? So when you're in your invis, you gotta start asking questions. If you wanna commit, when do you wanna commit, how you should position to get the best wall angle for your E, if it makes sense. So many questions have to go through your head before you commit, if you guys notice. And this is the way you're gonna be the most successful as action. Let's connect easy. Oh, picks him up. And I think he goes for like a nice recall. He goes for a nice recall. Or he doesn't, he just prefers to stick around. No. He's backing off, he's getting his Mortar Reminder. Mortar Reminder, another really strong item on action. Just mainly wants to deal with these healing Pepegas. There was like a bunch of heals on the enemy side. Rush. Azar is hugging the tower, that's crazy how hard that. How good action is. Does seem like he plays for towers as well quite often, right? I'll cancel this time. Oh, nice flashy from Ari's part. This is the only time he caught him off guard. That was a super well played from Ari's part. Bit of a fight, but it still turned out into their favor, and now it really comes down to the question of like who gets to like expand their lead better after a fight. Also for his team, because it was 1-4, so it's definitely something you'll take. He gave away a sizable shutdown, but I would say that's still totally worth. Zero guys here. It's just like rage splitting or whatnot. That's crazy, right? So rapid fire, that's what we're building. Just really gives him some extra range, and this is where he lacks those ranges. And you'd like, it's really good if you have a Nami, by the way. It's insane, like the pokes you can get off is just really big. But what he's like really looking to do is that he controls this wave, and then he wants to scout and look for opportunities. Ooh, Ari just full sends it after that E, but can she hit a chat? Nope. This guy is a slippery action. Slipperiest action you ever saw. He backs up from Livarus's art, that's why he walks back a little bit. He is the slipperiest action in the West. He flashes as well, GG well played, 100% well played on his part. Really the best possible action player out there. Thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more educational content. See you guys in the next video. Peace.